Hiya, we're just in a field of overwinter cover crop. This is the third and final field we've got to graze this winter. We grew 15 hectares overall. 2 of the fields are going into spring beans, and then this field is going into a diverse summer cover crop. So this field never really got going very well. I think it's a combination of the drought in the summer, the field coming out of a really long run of arable, so probably not a lot of nutrients left in the soil, and following oats. And then combined with the couple of spells of frost we've had over the winter, it's really reduced it down to not a lot. But it's going to keep the sheep for a couple of weeks, so that will take us into February. This was the previous field we grazed back in December before the frost. As you can see, there's a hell of a lot more biomass there, so it was lasting the lambs a lot longer. When grazing these cover crops over winter, I make sure to leave a lot of plant matter behind. This trampled residue helps protect the soil from heavy rain for the rest of winter. I'm allocating the lambs about half an acre every 48 hours. I graze in pie-shaped wedges coming from the middle of the field, using a back fence to make sure the lambs don't run back and make a mess. The water trough's then put in the middle of the field using a blue pipe running to the edge of the field where it's connected to the tap. And then setting up the new fence doesn't take very long. The fencing stakes are transported in this crate I made for the front of the quad bike. So to make the job a bit quicker, I put these together. So there's 3 lines of wire on one reel. So I've just got sort of cable ties here separating the wires. And then just wind it in as you wind a normal reel in. You do just have to be a bit careful with 3 wires on one reel though. I've had some pretty catastrophic tangles before now. The cover crop is a 7-way mix of mustard, forage rape, kale, linseed, phacelia, crimson clover and vetch. I drilled it straight into the stubble with the Vadstad Rapid and then Cambridge rolled it afterwards. So the frost has really taken its toll on this cover crop. You can see it's all looking pretty withered and dead. We've got a few things left. The forage rape's held on. There's a bit of phacelia kicking about, and then the mustard's still hanging in but on its way out. The linseed is long gone, but luckily we've got plenty of volunteer oats that are bulking it up a bit. You can see there's a tiny bit of clover in the bottom. That never really came that well in the summer. There is a bit of vetch somewhere. Once the fence is up, I just pin the wire down and the lambs jump over into the next section. Battery on. In the springtime, I'll do another update when we're planting the beans and the summer cover crop.